What's up, guys? Legacy Customs back after a while. Been MIA for about 2 years. Been working on house projects basically, but been doing a little bit of work here and there. Haven't uploaded much, but I'm gonna go ahead and get back into it. Here we have a Nissan Altima coupe, basically the same thing as a G35 Infinity. Came in, horizontals were completely shot. I had to sand everything down, make everything flat. This is pretty smooth. This car is actually pretty simple. Front bumper is relatively flat. To remove the mirror, I did have to take the interior apart. And I've done so many G35s, now I've realized why there's such a hassle. The actual mirror, or the glass here, is bolted onto this interior frame, which is nuts to me. I don't know why Nissan engineers decided to do that, but in order to get inside here, you have to lift this up, tape the glass to the frame right here, connect that back on, drop down the mount, take everything out at once, and then you're able to access the wire to remove these. Same thing with the bolt here, but other than that, this is a very difficult door handle to remove. It's just there's too much room for error, in my opinion. We are going to be doing a let me show you the rest of the horizontals. We are going to be debadging this. All emblems are coming off. It's an old car. This is basically already off. Sanded down tops. Customer brought it to me. I told him I have to redo just some body work on a lot of stuff. Same thing with the roof. And we are going to be doing this printed black camo, which I've done before many times. I probably have about 4 cars out there with it. There's the Legacy Customs LED sign. My workshop / man cave. Bunch of random things. My Red Bull gas pump fridge. Other cars. We'll be doing this. I have everything pretty much taken apart on this side. I'll go ahead and tape off the headlights, remove the license plates, and then we'll go ahead and get started. This should be pretty quick. I should be able to knock this out in a day. It's not too difficult. I prepped everything yesterday, sanded everything down, clay barred it yesterday, let it dry. Set it on the sun for about 2 hours, let everything air dry. Just wipe it down real quick with IPA, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Should be pretty quick. Alright, stay tuned. Stay tuned. Now we're going to be doing the trunk. So again, we're going to stretch the film this way, stretch the film that way, and then the film will naturally want to hug the shape of the trunk. You know, do it in one piece. It's design has to flow together. And the way we're stretching it, we're making it so, you know, this camel doesn't get too distorted. Not that it would really matter, I mean it's camouflage, probably wouldn't notice, but because this is a dark ink, you might see a lot of, you know, if I stretch it too much in one place, that ink will, you know, it'll whiten out, basically. So we want to make sure that we do stretch it evenly. That way you don't notice any of the, you know, the white from the film poking out. And you'll notice that too with a lot of print wraps, when they're not really stretched evenly. You'll notice a lot of the, you know, we'll call it whitening in the film. So for those of you guys wondering, the film we are using is Avery 1105. They don't have any, I haven't seen any, they don't really put logos on the back of their, some of their films. Some of them does have it, some of them doesn't. But this is the Avery 1105. It is a cast printable white film, DPF. A digital print film, and then it does, I paired it with a matte laminate on it. Again, it's a cast film, both cast films. You'll probably get, I don't know, your horizontals, California with Zone 2, you'll probably get maybe 2.5 years if we're lucky. Your verticals will last longer than that, probably 5-7 years from those. This is California, we are Zone 2. Other than that, let's go ahead and start stretching the film. Now some of the Avery film, you know, like their Diamond series, doesn't last as long. That metallic flake, I've seen their horizontals go to shit after, you know, I think maybe 6 months or something like that, less than a year. Especially here in California. So now I'm dividing it. That way, this isn't as flat. We do this now. Here. Do that like that. And then what I'll do is I'll pick this up. I like using Avery. Avery's it's a very user-friendly film. The film in general is, when they made it, it's almost like a rubbery. It's very soft film. I'm heating up the inside of it. I typically do this. I'm using the heat gun. It keeps the heat in a lot longer. Makes it easier to stretch. Avery is still soft, so we don't need too much heat. And then this really dark print really saturates the film, so it makes it even gummier than you're used to. Torch would be faster, but since this is matte, you could gloss this up potentially. And once you gloss up matte film, it's really difficult to recover. I've only been able to recover a few times on color change. This way, boom. Go ahead and hit these areas that have tension in them. So Right here, you see that? And what we'll do is we'll pick it up and then we'll hit it with a little bit of heat. Let's see it with a little bit of heat. And then what we're doing is we're just relaxing the film. We make sure that tension doesn't just stay there. Again, we're not really stretching it, we're just kind of laying it down, making it relaxed. You see here that tension pretty much went away. We'll go ahead and do the same with this. I'll pick this up, I'll kiss it with some heat, and then it should kind of want to go back to how it was. So this is the tension that was created from stretching the film that way. What we'll do is we'll pick it up and then again hit it with heat, and then we'll fix a lot of this. That tension's gone, and what we'll do is we'll go ahead and do the exact same thing that we did here on that side, stretch it that way, and then we'll work our way from the middle outwards. So all this will, we'll address once we get to it. We want to make sure the inside is, wrinkle free as much as possible. So we'll do that. What we did here, we'll do here. Let's go ahead and get started. So, for those of you guys wondering, this was printed on a eco solvent printer. Roland, I have it back here. Printed it back here, laminated it here as well. You guys might have seen the printer in maybe a shop earlier, who knows? I don't know if I included it. Right now we do have a lot of horizontal tension. It's fine. These lines are what you want when you're dealing with this. You don't want them perpendicular. This can fix easy. We're not jamming extra material, we're not fighting it. So we address these, so more that those lines there. Pick this up. Do the same thing. And you want to pick up the film where you're eating. You don't want the film to be stuck to the surface, to the substrate. then you're gonna have issues. And you want to address every part that has tension. We're just relaxing the film. We're relaxing the film. Not really stretching it, we're relaxing it. Giving you little pulls to make it relax. The relaxed film to go on. That way you don't have fingers on the edges, especially for something, you know, where you're dealing, you know, this 3D object. No more tension lines to ruin it. Leave that there. Address this now. Oh, that's it. So we'll go ahead and start installing the middle. I did leave some of the glue where the emblems were. They wanted the emblems back on, so I left some of the glue, and then we'll put the new emblems right over the you know, the glue spots. I don't know why they wanted them back on, but they wanted them back on. And that's it. Now this is ready to be laid completely, and then we'll do the trimming. Cool. Let's get started. Alright, trunk is done. So if you guys see the way we handled everything, again, stretch the film this way on this side and this way on that side. That way the film wants to hug everything like that. Same thing here, like that. We addressed everything. Look at the edges. There's no tension lines here. Corners are, you know, they're hugging the film pretty tight. Something like that one. It's nice and round, no fingers there. Same thing with down here. We left the glue here, so once I apply the new emblems, they go exactly where they were. Might want it like that, it's fine. People want them off, some people want them on. Doesn't really matter to me. They buy the new ones, it's fine. So. Alright guys, we are basically done with the wrap. I'm just going to touch up a little bit of things, like I need to put the emblems back on. This is pretty damaged, so I'm going to just wrap this in gloss black. This area right here is also faded. You can't really see, terrible lighting right now, but oh, there we go. Go ahead and wrap that in gloss black as well. I'll probably wrap the door handles in gloss black. That way it's not too much of the pattern. This basically does need, you know, needs to be lowered. Need some cool wheels. Put some sort of body kit over there, but just wanted a cool daily, I guess. So once everything's put on back tomorrow, I'll go ahead and do a 360 of it, more detailed shots, corners, etc., stuff like that. So the front bumper. So once the sun's out tomorrow to start, I'll go ahead and do a 360, more detailed look, corners, stuff like that. Yeah, that's basically it. Whole car's done. Did the body work. Took about 2 days to do everything. Thought I was gonna knock it out in a day, but I had to resand some stuff just to make it pretty smooth. But other than that, this looks pretty good, pretty flat. Yeah, I'll do the 360 tomorrow. Cool. All right, guys, car's all done. I put the emblems back on. Sun's out, it's pretty bright. I'll take it outside, do a 360 with the gimbal, and I'll do some close-ups, maybe with the corners, stuff like that. You guys can see where parts meet up. Anywhere where there would have been any kind of distress, I'll go ahead and highlight that part to show you that there's none. So we'll go ahead and do that.